So welcome to the 23-24 School of Architecture Awards. Students, faculty, staff, everybody's going to get recognized today. So I don't know why I'm super nervous, but it's going to be really fun. I'll say one thing. It was really kind of amazing putting the slides together to be able to see little clips of all of your work throughout the year. There's also kind of an interesting dimension to it where, so I had last year's slideshow up, kind of used as a base template. A lot of the awards are the same and so forth. There's kind of another interesting thing where you see a lot of names show up again. And this is something pretty exciting. So I think, okay, first year, we're going to start at the beginning, of course. It's always a good idea to start in the beginning. Is for me to be able to see where you are now, and then next year, and then next year, and then next year. You're looking ahead today. I know that when you look at fifth year thesis student work, if you're a first year student, you think that's really far away, but it's not that far away. It'll be here pretty fast, as anybody who's a fifth year student in here can tell you. So yeah, absorb it, be a sponge. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna start, the first thing that we're gonna show, and I'm going to pass it off to Chris Pritchett to talk about Foundation Awards. Patrick Doan will pick up the second and third year awards. Kevin Jones will introduce the fourth year awards. Chris will jump back in for thesis awards. And then Kay Edge will present all of the graduate student awards. And then Aki and I will present faculty and staff and some retirement related stuff. So all kind of fun. But I'm going to start in a little bit at the beginning, which is with an award that was established some years ago, kind of one of those traditions that's a new tradition, by the director at the time, Hunter Pittman. It's the Director's Award for Sketch Practice. And I really liked the idea of this award, and I really enjoyed looking through all of the sketchbooks of students, foundation students, who were nominated by their faculty for the Sketch Awards. So also, this is a little bit of kind of how we're going to do it today. Lou and I are going to stand over here and say hello to everybody and give you envelopes and different things. And then you're going to have your photograph taken. So if you come down this way, just jog over here and smile, and then we'll kind of move on. So I do want to say about the Sketch Practice Award is that the practice part of it, I think, is a really important piece. That what you develop as a practice early on is a practice that's much easier for you to continue later, where it doesn't feel like a project. It doesn't feel like an effort. And these four students, Bree Pitts, Madison Metz, Emma Kaiser, and Becca Reynolds, all had astonishing sketchbook. So congratulations. So, great. Yeah, Emma? Becca? Jump in here. Awesome. Congratulations.
I printed them off. I don't know why.
We do what we do.
Okay, can you guys hear me? All right. It's my honor to invite Bree down again for the Michelle Curry Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, please. So Harold Hill, former faculty of the school, the first-year competition is named after him. This year, honorable mentions, Sailor Bordowers, Isa Mileto, Samantha Jansen, and Eros McKenzie. The first-year competition, second place, Cillian Gonzalez, Lauren DeGrelio. And the first-year competition, first place, Reed Sapp, Sriya Agrawal, Nevin Mady. The Betsy Graham Ross Award is given to a student that shows promise in graphic design or photography. This year, it goes to Nevin Sumetkin. I'm going to hand it off to Patrick Doan.
Thank you, good sir. All right. Can you guys hear me? All right, great. Before I start, I want to quickly recount a piece of Kogel folklore for a moment. It's about a former faculty member, Jay Stuckel. According to the lore, as verified by Hillary, Jay, before each lecture or conversation, would lay out a series of cigarettes at the end of the table or lectern. He was an avid smoker. You would know how long the conversation would be by how many cigarettes were laid out. I asked Hillary, so one cigarette equals how many minutes to Jay? Well, she didn't know. So when in doubt, what you do is you Google. So according to Google, it takes about 6 minutes to smoke a cigarette. So given the quantity of awards that are my portion of the award ceremony, the number of slides, and if Jay was presenting, we're looking at probably 3, maybe 3.5 cigarettes. So for those who are like Lou, who want to plan out how many cigarettes you need to pull out, you need about 3.5. So anyway. So.
Lou doesn't smoke, by the way.
So he says. So he says. Okay. This year I have the honor of recognizing award recipients for the G. Preston Fraser second-year competition, the Warren R. Clark third-year competition, the American Institute of Architects Virginia Prize competition, the Wyatt and Annette H-HIB scholarship, as well as travel scholarships and scholarships for academic achievement for our rising third years. So it's a little bit of a stack. We'll begin with the competitions. For our guests and those not familiar with these particular competition awards, each year these three competitions are held within the School of Architecture. The first two competitions are the second year competition held in early spring and the third year competition held in late fall. With each of these competitions, students receive a competition brief, are given approximately 1 week to design a work of architecture. The jury reviews the work and selects the award recipients. It is an important moment in the life of the school for both students and faculty to see an amazing range of work and ideas generated by each cohort of approximately 120 plus students in over a week that is exhibited in our lobby. So, for the G. Preston Fraser second year competition, we have 5 award recipients. The finalists are Jackson All, Joseph Jordan, Cesar Melendez, and Marie Zenzi. If you would like to come down. And placing first, Matthew Watson. For the Warren R. Clark third year competition, there are also 5 award recipients. Honorable mention goes to Min Kim and Claire Prosser. All right, place in second is Ben Erickson and Aaron Harrigan. All right. And first is Matthew Krompotich. The third competition is the AIA Virginia Prize. It is a 2-stage design competition that engages students at all the accredited architecture programs in Virginia. Conducted simultaneously at each institution early in the spring semester, students are given the competition program Friday at 5. They work over the weekend to create boards presenting their design solutions that are due by 9 a.m. Monday morning. For the first stage, each school juries and selects up to 10 award recipients. The work of these students is then sent to Richmond to be juried at the state level, competing with the other schools at the second stage of the competition. So the award recipients for the first stage of the competition that took place here in Blacksburg, receiving honorable mention are Emma Busteda, Mohammed El Abazi, Macy Engelbrachtel. I'm sorry. Maybe you can help me with that. Tucker Rossi and Lucy Scott. Placing third is Emily Young. Second, Lindsay Custer. All right, and first, Lance Liang. And then we'll talk about just the two awards that are awarded at the, one award that was awarded at the WAC. I don't believe she is here, but Cami Manchella won Best in School at the WAC. The award recipients for the second stage of the competition that took place at the state level in Richmond, we have one, and it's Mohammed Elbazi receiving honorable mention. And then from the WAC, we have Konoko Kohara. She placed third. All right. The next award is the W. Wyatt and Annette M. Hibb Scholarship. It's awarded to a second-year undergraduate architecture student or students who demonstrates drawing skills without the use of a computer. This year, we have two recipients, Eve Lee and Logan Safronic. Okay. All right. Moving on. Travel. Travel abroad is an integral part of the school. And to that end, the school is very fortunate to have 8 scholarships that support student travel during their 4th year. The first 2 scholarships are given in recognition to the contributions of Lucy and Olivia Ferrari, who were instrumental in establishing and cultivating both the fall travel program and the residency program in Riva San Vitale. The first of the Ferrari scholarships is the Lucy and Olivia Ferrari Scholarship. This year, Matthew Komprotic is the recipient. All right. The second Ferrari Scholarship is the Ferrari Study Abroad Award. This year there are 3 recipients, and I'll just call all 3 names and you can come down. Nico Batoni, Margie Bartlett, and Austin Hamilton. Nico Bottoni, Margie Bartlett, and Austin Hamilton.
Everybody was clapping and nobody could hear the names.
The next of the travel scholarships is the G.T. Ward Scholarship. This year, there are 3 recipients of this scholarship, so if all 3 of you could come down. Michaela Adams, Elizabeth Scholl, and Emily Young. All right. The Robert L. Turner Study Abroad Scholarship is a generous endowment given to the school by the late Robert Turner to use in support of student travel abroad. This year, there are 10 recipients of this scholarship. They are, just come on down, Morgan Zinneker, Aaron Harrigan, Lucy Scott, Jack Alexander, Brooke Vince, Alex Wolf, Anthony Reynoso, Emily Grimaldi, Odysseus Davis, and Riel Abarella. All right. The next 2 scholarships are the Sean W. Spillane Memorial Scholarship and the Ryan T. McGinnis Travel Abroad Scholarship in Architecture. They carry with them a certain gravitas that is bittersweet. Sean Spillane spent his 4th year abroad as an exchange student in Madrizio. In 2015, he received a Bachelor of Architecture. The following year, he unexpectedly passed away. Ryan McGinnis was a 4th-year student who participated in the fall travel program in 2014 and passed away the following semester. Out of these untimely losses comes a very generous gift made by each family to not only remember their sons, but to carry forward within the school the passions both Sean and Ryan had for architecture and the impact travel had on them. This year, Lily Castro is the recipient of the Sean W. Spillane Memorial Scholarship. The Ryan T. McGinnis Travel Abroad Scholarship in Architecture is awarded to Lucy McHarg. Come on down. The final 2 travel scholarships are the Stephen and Kathy House Travel Award and the David and Cassandra Wagner Study Abroad Scholarship. Both the Houses and the Wagners are active supporters of the school and student travel. This year, Dylan Purvis is the recipient of the Stephen and Kathy House Travel Award, and Claire Prosser is the recipient of the David and Cassandra Wagner Study Abroad Scholarship. Come on down. The next series of scholarships were established in recognition of academic achievement. They come from individual donors as well as from architectural offices and industry. We'll begin with the 3 scholarships that are practice and industry supported. The first is the Clark Nexon Architecture Scholarship. There are 2 recipients. Oh boy. Amp Bonenskap. I'm sorry. My apologies. And Ben Lee. Next is the Shriver Holland Associate Scholarship, and that is awarded to Sophie Lonis. And finally, the Pella Window and Door Company Scholarship, which goes to Mohammed Labasi. The next series of scholarships come from individual donors. The first is the Herschel G.A. Ellarth Scholarship awarded to Daphne Longmire. Next is the Charles S. Worley Scholarship that goes to Maddie Prevet. The recipient of the Richard Dick Sutherland Fund is Grady Swanson. We then have the Walter H. Beal and the Helen H. Beal Scholarship. This year there are 4 recipients, so if the 4 of you would come down, we have Will Schuenbill, Connor Sheridan, Dakota Grambo, and Hayden Panic. This is followed by the Otis A. Gallimore Scholarship in Architecture. And there are 5 recipients, so please come on down. Ben Erickson, Dane Sosna, Evelyn Hanley, Gina Povinelli, and Libby Kreveling. Finally, to conclude this portion of the awards, we have the Catherine and John Albright Scholarship. And this year's recipient is Lana Freihat.
Crowd work.
Can you guys hear me okay? High fives. Hi, I'm Kevin Jones. I'm here to present the fourth year work as well as some awards and scholarships related to sort of fourth year and fifth year. For those who are in their first, second, or third year and don't know what integrative design is, it's variously referred to as the hard studio, the one I learn a lot in, the one I don't make architecture in, which is not the case. This is the sort of studio in your fourth year where you balance sort of the poetic and the technical. It'll seem a little bit like the Wayback Machine. We do the competition on the last day of classes each semester. So this work for this spring will be in the lobby this coming Wednesday. So we're going to recognize the students whose work was awarded last spring because it happened after last year's award ceremony. So let's dig into it. Well, first we're going to do the fall for some reason. So in the fall, honorable mention, Marin Rooney. Marin's studying abroad at the moment. Honorable mention, fall 2023, Ashley Broyles and Elena Awimara. A lot of these students are off in other adventures from the fall. Third place, Jessica Rasco. You guys are getting off easy, no photographs this time. Second place, last fall, Clayton Sykes. And first place, Jonathan Chambly. No takers today. All right, so now we're in the Wayback Machine. It's the spring of last year. Second place, in the spring, the jury divided the awards into recognizing work that was by single individuals versus group. In second place, Isabel Shagnon. Chatty. First place individual, Nash Human. This is thesis work, not his integrated work. Second place for the group, Brian Scott and Joseph Tonini. First place group, Adeline Chen, Lansing. Not sure why Lucy Scott is also there. Easter egg. All right, shifting gears, the next set of awards are supported in a number of different ways. We have awards supported through former faculty, students, as well as industry partners. So, Gould Turner PC Award, Olivia Castor. All right, the William Bill Brown Scholarship, Jonathan Chambly. Carly and Betty S. Kohler Scholarship, Kristen Rice. SFCF Scholarship, Lily Church. Hanson Lynn Meyer Scholarship, Callie Whitford. Jack Davis Undergraduate Research Award, Carly Parsons. Undergraduate Excellence in Writing Award, Sakshi Petrie. Ellen Broughton Media Award, Jenny Wells. The Curtis Jennings Jr. Perspective Award, Bryn McClatchy. Please welcome back to the stage, Chris Pritchett.
Okay, we're good? Before I announce the names for Thesis Prize, I do want to say congratulations to all of the thesis students for a really strong year. We're, as a school, we're really proud of the contributions that you guys have made to architectural discourse. We also want to thank the jury, Lauren, Stephen, Erica, and Frank, for all of the time and effort that they put into looking at the work. And thank you to Hanbury for supporting the school and supporting the students. So. Fifth year thesis honors finalist. You guys can come on down. Alonzo Colon, Clayton Greer, Diana Fernandez Barundo, Greg Kutreb, Isabel Parkins, Jenny Wells, Nathan Brannon, Nathan Swords, Sakshi Petre, Sarah Mohammed, Sophia Chowdhury, and Tucker Rossi. You guys. Some of you stay. For Excellence in Architecture Undergraduate Thesis Hanbury Prize Research Award, Sarah Mohammed. For the Excellence in Architecture Undergraduate Thesis Hanbury Prize, third place, Nathan Brannon. For the Excellence in Architecture Undergraduate Thesis Hanbury Prize, second place, Clayton Greer. And for the Excellence in Architecture Undergraduate Thesis Hanbury Prize, first place, Sakshi Pitre. So the Alpha Rho Chi Medallion for Outstanding Leadership. This honors a student who shows professional merit beyond the design studio. This year it goes to Nathan Swords. Nathan. The AIA Medal of Academic Excellence Award. This goes to the student with the highest GPA, Nathan Swords. Matthew Cray was a student here at Virginia Tech. He was the type of student that you could always see around, that was always helping out other people, helping out the school. 2 decades ago, I was honored with this, sorry. Over the past 20 years, this award is a bit more to me than any other recognition. I'm really happy to share this with Vidisha Bansal.
Is this good? Can you hear me? So it's a pleasure to recognize these graduate students for their excellent work. The Architecture Graduate Student Thesis Award, Thomas Mark Peterson. Outstanding first-year student in the Master of Architecture 2-year program, Hatim Al-Khomadi. Outstanding first-year student in the Master of Architecture 3-year program, Abigail Bogan. Outstanding Master of Science student Yasemin Eshjazadeh. And Andrew Shaver. The Henry Wiss Award, Frank Keene. The AIA Medal of Excellence, Jenna Frerick. The Certificate of Academic Excellence, we have Nick Dyes. Jacob Placencia. Alexander Russo. Larry Utter. Soha Alessa. And Avery Jendal. The Bill Brown Scholarship, Colin Kaywood. The Architecture Research Center's Consortium King Medal, Kambiz Kia. The Alpha Rho Chi Medallion for Outstanding Leadership, Joe Palazzolo. And we'd like to recognize some colleagues from WAC, the Firm Advisory Board Scholars, Michaela Adams, Abigail Atwood, Liliana Castro, Libby Krevling, Dakota Gambrill, Maddie Haley, Dia Nathan, Sabina Osterman, Dylan Purvis, Sophia Traver, Steve Waker, and Emily Young.
Okay, so I want to start first. Just not everybody was there last night, but I'd like for you to know several of our colleagues were recognized last night at the college awards. And so I'll read them out. Jessica Hernandez for the Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award. Susan Piedmont Palladino, the Outstanding Mentor Award. Christine Kelly, Outstanding Doctoral Student Award. Catherine Albright, the Ut Prosum Award. And Donna Dene, Lifetime Contribution Award. Okay, so Aki's gonna help me in this part, I think, right? I think so. Yes, you're gonna help me in this part. Sorry, I had to go real fast to just see where we were. So I'm not sure which part do I do and you do, I forgot.
I'll say the name.
Okay, so the first, I want to recognize this is kind of an unusual period of time in the school. There are a lot of people who are retired last year and a couple more this year, and we want to recognize everybody. So, but first, Aki's going to help me, but I also want to start by recognizing Aki. Many of you know Aki is going to be at WashU next year in St. Louis. She is the new director of the School of Architecture, Landscape. It's actually complicated. It's a college of architecture.
It's a college within school.
It's a college within the school. It's very complicated, but just know she's a director, and it's pretty awesome. Okay, so we don't know what we're doing.
I thought okay, anyway.
So we had three professors who retired a year ago in 2023, and they were just given emeritus status to recognize their contributions to the university. Mario Cortez, Associate Professor Emeritus, Marcia Feuerstein, Associate Professor Emerita, and Donna Dene, Professor Emerita. Congratulations to them.
I'll add a few notes. I want to say just a few things. So Mario it received a number of professional honors, including the Gabriel Prize from the Western European Architecture Foundation for his watercolor paintings, and numerous teaching awards. I happened to be able to have a chance to work pretty closely with Mario when he was the professional program chair. But I will say a lasting memory of Mario. So Mario taught structures. Maybe many of you had him at some point. He's an exceptionally difficult person to replace. In fact, we had to find two people to replace him. But one of my lasting memories of Mario, and if you had a chance to participate in this, you will know what I'm talking about. He gave a number of times a workshop or a lecture on the art of building fly fishing rods. Now, I realize by your reaction that you don't think that that's that amazing, but it is. He brought, on one hand, his knowledge of structures. He calculated the fly fishing rod, the way it needed to behave at every moment along a 1 foot length, developed a jig in the metal shop in order to fabricate 1/6 sections of bamboo. Anyway, it was amazing. You take my word for it. If you ever use a fly fishing rod, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, Mario, you're fantastic. Marcia Feuerstein. Marcia authored, she's been at the WAC. She was with us 27 years she was at the school. She authored and co-authored and edited 13 books and book chapters and many other publications focused on architecture and its media. She was also a liaison between the academy and the profession through extensive professional service representing Virginia Tech, the Washington Alexandria Center, and of course the School of Architecture at a number of scales. And then lastly, of last year's retirements, Donna Dene, who has held many leadership positions in professional organizations, including the chair of the International Archive of Women in Architecture, the IAWA, chair of 4 national accrediting board teams, and the International Congress of Women Architects, WIFA. She also received many professional honors and awards, including Fellow of the American Institute of Architects, FAIA, Distinguished Professor of the Association of Collegiate Schools of Architecture, and the William C. Noland Medal. No doubt her impact at around 49 years with the school is large and lasting. I'll say I, for one, have always felt like a student when Donna's around, and I treasure every idea and question that she shared. Okay.
And we have 2 of our colleagues retiring this spring. One is Professor Kay Edge, Associate Professor and Graduate Program Chair, and Professor Frank Weiner, Professor and former head of the Department of Architecture and founding director of the School of Architecture and Design.
Congratulations, Frank. I got a little note there. So I knew Frank was retiring this year because a lot of little goodies kind of showed up in my office, including this little box. And it says, Jim, to hold the school together, Frank. I had no idea what was in the box. I was a little nervous about opening it. It's a box full of magnets. So if you need magnets, you can come to my office and you're welcome to borrow them. He also left me a small piggy bank and a brass plaque for Kogel Hall that I can't imagine that it could be procured other than with a crowbar. So he's quiet but deadly. So a couple of notes I'll say. I wanted to acknowledge Kay. Kay took on the role of graduate program director during a particularly challenging time in the history of the school. It really was kind of at the confluence of COVID and a lot of turnover, administrative turnover in the school. And through that time, she anchored the graduate program. I want to add that I think her approach, for me, was very inspiring. Kay has done everything she can to find graduate assistantship money for as many people as possible. And I think really set a kind of a method for us going forward. That support for as many students as possible does enable, especially a lot of out-of-state students, to be here on an in-state rate, among other things. And anyway, really generous. Thank you.
I'm doing the stuff.
Yeah. Just a note on Frank, besides the many things that have showed up in my office this year. Frank started teaching here in 1987. That's a long time, 37 years. It happens to be, now y'all don't start running the numbers on this, that happens to be the same year I graduated from high school. So I don't feel that far behind, but a little bit. So he's passing the baton off, as everybody who's retiring is doing. And I'll say something about that baton. It's fairly heavy, it's somewhat dangerous, and it appears to have a mind of its own most of the time. And when I think about these retirements this year and really over the past few years, I think all of those of us who remain feel a great responsibility and really kind of see the responsibility of what the next generation of kind of continuing the school, maintaining the school really feels like. Frank's leadership in questions and challenges that he continues to pose are a gift to all of us indeed. Thank you, Frank. Okay, so we're going to switch into the faculty and staff awards. Each year we explore something a little bit different in terms of the awards. You've probably seen them around the building. This year, we asked Chris Pritchett if he would be the one that designed the awards. And I thought he would, can you just do a screen print? You could do something like that. And of course, Chris came back with something which was far better, which he has a good tendency of doing. Somehow, and I'll make this story short, he came into the possession of a bunch of slides which had somehow gone to the trash, somehow got picked up by a student, left campus for 2 years, and then came back to us. He took those slides from a former professor here, Gene Egger, who passed away recently. These books that we've been giving out today are it's a book by Gene Egger full of his sketches, which I should have mentioned early on. But that's where these images are built on. All the images you'll see are coming out of these film slides that really we tried to retain the particular color of that film stock and some of the quality of those slides as we developed them. Also, before we get started, I want to say something about the first award on this list. The first award is, it has been known as the Staff Award for many years, School of Architecture Staff Service Award. This year we renamed it in honor of a person who was with the school for 24 years. She started in 1996, retired in 2020, but has left a lasting impact on everybody who knew her. That's Nora Stover. Nora was just kind of the anchor. She was the one that really, if you think about the school as something which is dynamic, as having any kind of stable point of reference, Nora was that person. And so I think that it keeps us really, when we name an award after somebody, it kind of helps us remember how important these awards are. You know, as we see, sometimes they can be very touching. Chris, you about got me broken up too. So we're going to start with the Staff Service Award.
Okay, so I'll read the name, and after the applause, I will read an excerpt from the nomination letter for each of these winners. The School of Architecture Nora Stover Staff Service Award this year goes to Andrew Durfee. A nomination letter says Andrew's positive attitude and enthusiasm have had a profound impact on our academic community. His warm endeavor, willingness to lend a helping hand, and genuine care for the well-being of others create a welcoming and inclusive environment where all members feel valued and supported. Andrew's presence not only enhances morale within our office, but also fosters a sense of camaraderie and teamwork that permeates throughout the School of Architecture. Thank you, Andrew.
I'll add a brief note. Yesterday was his 1-year anniversary here, and he started with the insanity of putting together the awards last year. So he's come full circle. Yeah.
School of Architecture New Faculty Teaching Award this year goes to Madison Cook. And the nominator said, in her relatively short time with us, Madison has made remarkable contributions that have enriched both our academic community and the student experience. Madison's dedication and talent are evident in her contributions to the School of Architecture. As a faculty member, she has played a pivotal role in enhancing the Foundation Lab, where her innovative approaches and commitment to excellence have inspired and guided countless students. Congratulations. And I don't know if he's here. School of Architecture Scholarship Award goes to Joseph Bedford. Joseph Bedford has achieved significant recognition and made substantial contributions to the School of Architecture and Virginia Tech's reputation through his scholarly endeavors, including invited lectures at prestigious institutions, publications in esteemed journals, manuscript submission to publishers, and grants from the Getty Research Institute Library, the Graham Foundation for the Arts and Sciences, and the American Philosophical Society Franklin Research Grant Award. Congratulations. School of Architecture J. Stockel Design Lab Teaching Excellence Award goes to Professor Frank Weiner. And a nomination letter says, Frank has demonstrated more than 30 years of excellent design lab teaching, dedicated mostly to the foundational beginning design lab for the MArch 3 program, as well as leading the Riva residency program 5 times, which is among the most of any faculty in the program. This year, Frank undertook making the move to the second year of the undergraduate program, a move which he undertook with energy and zeal of someone just starting out teaching. It has been a pleasure to have invigorating discussions with him this year over pedagogical questions and methodologies for engaging the second-year students, and I have witnessed the energy of the design lab that is occurring even in the face of some of the lingering COVID issues with students. Congratulations. And the School of Architecture Lecture or Seminar Coursework Award goes to Professor Margarita McGrath.
Congrats, Margarita.
Margarita has modified professional practice, creatively gearing it towards current and pressing contemporary concerns. The new format allows students to maintain design-oriented questions, building on their core skills, while helping them understand how to connect these skills with professional practice matters. For example, the incorporation of AI as a speculative and generative tool allowed students to take and represent a design-based position without having to spend an extraordinary amount of time designing a building. This gave them the opportunity to build upon their expertise as designers, their position and ideas needing to be argued in the final presentation and practice scenario of a RFP, a request for proposal responses, while understanding how to connect their design sensibilities and goals with the pressing demands of competitive project proposals. Congratulations. This is probably my favorite photo. The School of Architecture Outreach and Engagement Award goes to Kevin Jones. Under Professor Jones' visionary leadership, the Appalachian Futures Lab, has emerged as a shining example of service-oriented outreach. And I hope you saw the exhibit in the lobby earlier this week. Professor Jones has empowered students to meaningfully engage with the town of Pocahontas, fostering authentic connections and collaborations with local community groups. Congratulations. The School of Architecture Excellence in Creative Achievement Award goes to the team, Frank Weiner and Shelley Martin. This project was an exhibition of selected work from the Lucy and Olivia Ferrari archive located in Kogel Hall on the campus of Virginia Tech. There was a coordinated program of 2 curated exhibitions and events first held at Marywood University in September 2023, and then in Kogel Hall in October 2023. Professors Weiner and Martin served as co-curators of the exhibitions, along with Dr. Ariane Korkuti, an architecture alumnus of our college, now teaching at Marywood University. Professor Martin produced the photographic series 10 photographic prints, words, and practice for the exhibitions. In both schools, there was a significant participation of the entire cohort of first-year students in learning about the work exhibited through the gallery talks by Professor Martin and a school-wide lectures by Professor Weiner at both locations. The exhibits and events introduced over 400 students to the important didactic pedagogical legacies of Lucy and Olivia Ferrari and expanded upon the historic connections between Virginia Tech and Marywood University. Congratulations. And the last award is the School of Architecture Ut Prosim Exemplary Service Award, which goes to Ron Daniel. Ron's exceptional commitment to service, mentorship, and educational innovation embody the spirit of Ut Prosim and has profoundly enriched the fabric of our academic community. Ron has played a pivotal role in shaping the professional development and success of numerous emerging educators. His mentorship extends beyond mere instruction, encompassing a deep investment in their growth as scholars, teachers, and leaders in the field of architecture. Congratulations.
Okay, I'm going to double my, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Congratulations, everybody.